Next up is Angie Batillo, showing off something that I'm very familiar with, but she spent so much time working hard on this one, so she's going to show it off. It's called Junction Builder, and I have a feeling you'll find it really useful. Here you go.
We've all, at least I'm out on a limb here, had somebody come to us and ask us to put together a junction for them. And I've been in a position, let's say I worked for a company that was selling sprockets, and we needed to gather records for 100,000, 500,000, and sift through them, figure them out, see who needed to be grouped to where. And I said, yes, of course I can build that for you, instead of thinking about it for a minute. So I committed and came together with a solution. All right, so we'll go through really quick the old way. We're on an opportunity. This is how we build a record. Sacramento. We're going to click it, add it, look at how long this is taking, and we just got the one. All right, so I'm going to go on to the view of editing the page here. And we've got our single related list up here at the top, something I recommend, but that I haven't put on this repo as a suggestion, but verbally, here you go. And admins, once this is in the system, it's a drag and drop and filling in some data, and you've got yourself a junction builder. We're going to put it here at the bottom. I think it's easier to read with the single list at the top. And I'm going to use that deal location from earlier as the junction object. The lookup field, the starts, is the lookup field of the page you're working off of. So in this case, it's going to be opportunity. And also in this case, we're going to be looking over to that location object. It's custom object, or location field, custom lookup field, master detail relationships here. And then I think I'm moving a little quick here. There's things you can add to this, and just to show, I'm offering up maybe the quantity or the confidence you have in this sale. And we're going to click Save to give a rudimentary, what did I leave off of? Possibly. All right, we're going to reload. And all right, so we're back over here to the Locations tab. And now you can see we've got some ease of movement here. We can add New York, Atlanta, Boise, Idaho, and we can definitely change this name. We made that possible. Create junction records, and there they are. Now you grouped 4 or 5 or 50 if you wanted to, in the same time it took to create one, and that's an efficiency saver. So let's go really quick over here. The button label, let's say add records or add locations, just because we want this to be human friendly and not for the developer robot brain. You can leave instructions here. Now, something that I want to say, this particular version of it, because there's another one, and we'll get it linked as well, that isn't this version. This version is a little bit more for a security, trusted environment, because we've got some open SOQL lines here. And let's say at your Sprocket company, you've got 1 million cables, all different kinds, and they all start with a weird number. And instead of seeing that, you want to see something that a human's eyes can understand and go through. We can take this, and instead of sort by name, if your names were wild, you could do order by the state and make it ascending and save that and move on from there. And we'll go back over here. And now we've got them in ascending order. Well, that's still alphabetical. I should reload. But essentially, that's it. It's a drag and drop. The the crux of the work was building it in the back end. I have a version of it with a regexer on it and security enforced for Salesforce for those SOQL lines, if that's something that I'm sure is something that you'd be worried about or concerned about. So that's that. Thank you.
Thank you. I really like that one a lot. One thing she didn't point out also is that like there's inputs, so when you're adding it, you can also say on this particular one I want to set the quantity to this, and this other one I want to set the confidence to that. And so you can build all the records at once without having to go back and then adjust them later. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, open to work, that one. So if any of you are looking for a developer, you should talk to Angie.